Did you know there are multiple Sing Sing waterfalls in Bali, but I'm not talking about Sing Sing Waterfall. Nope, I'm talking about Sing Sing in Tabanan. So if you want to know where to find it and why most people don't go and why you should, here's why. There's multiple waterfalls, there's 2 swings, and give me a like and thumbs up if you want to hear more, then I'll tell you. Okay, most people go up to the north of Bali. There's plenty of waterfalls like Sing Sing Waterfall. I made a video about that as well. And you can do beautiful day trips in Lovina Beach and Munduk area. But if you want to go to South Bali, there are not as many waterfalls, but there are some, and I've been to a few. So I'm thinking maybe I'm sharing some of my Bali waterfall tips with you. And yeah, Sing Sing is one I actually stumbled upon because I was looking for any waterfall that was reasonably close to Canggu, and this one ticked all the boxes, and I just went and checked it out. There are multiple ways to go there, and one of them is absolutely terrible, and the other one is beautiful and very scenic. So, good thing I checked it out for you so you can avoid the first path, because that's a horror path, right? Okay, here's how to get there. Basically, you drive to Megati village, which is halfway between Tabanan and Balian Beach. Don't go down to... There's a dog licking my foot. Hello? You're ruining my shot. Just try again, take 2. So to get there, it's halfway between Balian Beach and Tabanan, and you go to Megati village. But don't go over the river, because it's the way to go down to Soka Beach, which is also quite nice. You should check out my West Bali itinerary video to actually see how it looks like and how to get there and what other beaches are there, but that's another story in another video. Subscribe if you want to see more Bali videos and to see the playlist at the end of the video. As you can see on the map, there's 3 different paths. There's the easternmost, and there's like a middle one, which is the terrible one, and there's a western one where you basically follow the river. When you're driving, you can't actually see it, but you can see it on the map. It's pretty straightforward, and this one you need to pick, because the other ones will lead you right into the jungle and a terribly uneven path. There's lots of gravel, there's a lot of ways to fall off your scooter and get hit, and there's lots of curves and ups and downs. It's very steep and it's hard to get a good grip, so you really have to hold on tight, and then it hurts. It's a big workout, I feel. So yeah, and then the one next to the river, next from Megati village all the way up to Sing Sing Waterfall, it's just scenic. There's rice fields, there's terraces, everybody goes to take along rice fields, but you can just go there because it's just as pretty, if you ask me, and there's no tourists there ruining your shots. Perfect, right? So Sing Sing Waterfall is not actually signed. There's like no big signs announcing that there's Sing Sing Waterfall. There's no entrance fee, which is awesome, but it's also an organized place to go to. So there's a gate, and there's opening times from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So the best way for you to find it if you don't want to get lost is to download the free app Maps.me, which is how I found it. And it has like hiking trails and all the waterfalls marked in it, and that's how you can actually localize yourself, even if you don't have a local SIM card, which is highly recommended. But if you put on the GPS, it will usually track you down, so you know you were too far or not far enough, and then you can find it. There is a small sign if you look out for it, and like a very small space to go park, and then there's steps and there's a gate. The opening times are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the moment, so there are like locals looking after it, but there is no entrance fee. And then you will see Sing Sing Waterfall with a link. And there's multiple waterfalls, there's a nice stream, and in rainy season it will be much higher. Now when I visited, it was pretty dry and you could walk across the pebbles to the other side, but I don't think that's possible in rainy season. So it's really recommended to maybe wear water shoes or be really careful when you want to cross, because at the other end it's just as beautiful. You can stand right next to the waterfalls. But if you don't want to do that, that's totally fine, because there are actually 2 swings on site and they're free to use. There's a little donation box in case you want to donate something for the nice person who put it up, because yeah, you're using whatever they made. They're not the best swings, they're very off balance, but it's still fun, right? And you can take awesome shots. While you're there, and there's nothing much else to see in the area, I recommend just bringing some food so you can have a little picnic. There's some huts where you can sit in if it gets rainy or if you just want shelter from the sun. They're also free to use, but just really make sure you take away the trash with you. There are no bins around, but there are signs reminding you that you really should take your trash and don't litter, because it's nature and you're not supposed to leave a footprint, right? I don't know why so many people find that so difficult in Bali, but yeah. So the driving time to get from Canggu all the way to Sing Sing Waterfall in Bali, for me, was a little over an hour. On the way to, I tried to get to a different village and I tried to do more sightseeing, so it took me nearly 2 hours because I stop all the time and take photos. But on the way back, if you just go onto the main road, it's very busy all the way to Tabanan, and then you just go straight down. You can go where the sign says to Tunnelot, and then from there you can go back to Canggu, because there's no real signs saying that's the way to Canggu. There are signs saying that's the way to Kuta, which you can also take if you want to go back to Canggu. So yeah, these were my simple, little, quick, and hopefully helpful tips. If you like them, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more Bali content, and give me a comment if you want to see something specific next time. I have a lot of footage, and there's going to be more videos, so yeah, that's also a good reason to subscribe, right? Until then, I hope you have a lovely day, stay travel tested, and see you around.